Hello, I'm Peter Dodge and I'm joined today by Jeremy Cousins, Queen's Counsel, who's a barrister at Radcliffe Chambers, and we're here today to present the LexisNexis webinar dealing with Dreamvar 1 year on. And the topics that I'm going to be talking about initially, first of all, I'm going to be saying something about the revisions which the Law Society made to the Code for Completion by Post last year, and saying something about the implications for drafting resulting from those changes. I'm also going to be talking about Section 61 of the Trustee Act, relief from breach of trust liability, and I'm going to be saying something about fraud methodology, involving fraud methodologies in conveyancing transactions. Jeremy, what are you going to be talking about?
Well, Peter, I'm going to be talking about just what Dreamvar did decide. Sometimes when important cases come out, it takes a bit of time for the dust to settle as to just what the case did decide and how important it really was. And the benefit of hindsight is a great thing, and so I'm going to be looking at what were the important aspects of the Dreamvar case and trying to summarise those so everybody can have them clearly in mind before I come on to talk about the next aspect of things, which is what are the wider implications of Dreamvar, because it's not a case confined to conveyancing practice. It's got ongoing, serious and important implications for the law of negligence generally. It's already been applied outside of the conveyancing context. It's also a very important case for any claim in breach of warranty of authority, which, in my view, it has revived as a cause of action, which it had fallen out of use for about the last 10 years because of the decision in Excel and Massoud. But in my view, it's going to be very much back on the agenda now for people litigating in many commercial contexts.
And then we're going to be wrapping up with 8 practical scenarios, workshop type scenarios, which we've devised, which Jeremy and I are going to be discussing, the sort of problems which could arise in real life, in practice, where there are suspicions of fraud in a conveyancing transaction. So this is not just a conveyancing webinar, it's not just a property webinar. As Jeremy says, there are commercial litigation aspects there, potential liability for breach of trust, implications for those who are acting for trustees, culps, coffers, management of risk. It's a very wide range of topics which we need to cover in a single webinar. So we look forward to you joining us.